It's your boy Raheem. What's up, Ken? Today, what we talking about? Today, we're talking about new things, creating an environment that you want for yourself. How do you do that? Start by doing a life audit on yourself. How do you do that? Why wouldn't you want to have successful people around you? Why wouldn't you want to have creative people around you? Why wouldn't you want to be the best version and create an environment that's suitable for yourself? Number 2, make a mindset shift. Don't be afraid to step out of those boundaries and step out of your comfort zone. Number 3, create a vision. Number 4, work on yourself daily. And number 5, design your environment you want for success. What we talking about? Today we're talking about learning new skills, learning how to adjust accordingly. You have to put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to learn new skills. Don't be afraid to go on YouTube University and learn how to do stocks. Don't be afraid to go in there and learn how to create pictures or Adobe or use AI generations. You have to create those environments for yourself. Don't be afraid to learn a new skill, going to Barnes & Noble, getting a new book. You know what I mean? A lot of people think that you have to read the book the same day. But a skill that I learned, just 2 to 3 pages a day, you know what I mean? That helps a lot. Also, micro-learning. That's what we're talking about today. What we talking about, Ken? Talking about just being a better version of yourself. What we talking about today? We're talking about avoiding situations that put you and hinder your success. When you're trying to be successful, you can't be in situations and be in environments that are detrimental to the things that are around you. How can you be the best version of yourself if you're hindering yourself by distractions? You have to learn the art of discipline. You can be disciplined in the wrong things. You can have the wrong vices. You could be disciplined in playing the game all day. You could be disciplined in being on your phone all day, death scrolling, which is being on your phone scrolling all day on Instagram and not learning any new information or taking in any new thoughts. So take advantage of the opportunity. When you have these phones, these iPhones, MacBooks, or Androids, whatever you're using, use those things to micro-learn and to be the best at what you do. What we talking about today? What we talking about, Ken? We talking about Southwest Airlines will end its free check bag policy starting in May. After 54 years, why would y'all do that, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's already an arm and a leg to get a flight, you know what I'm saying, with this economy. At least y'all can do is let us have a free check bag. For the most part, for your what? For your first bag, it's like, what, 50? Then the second bag, 80, it go up. How do the bag go from 50 to 80 on the second bag? I never understood that. So when y'all say no free check-in bag, do that mean like the overhead, or do that mean like everything in general? Because I'm one of them people, when I take my check-in bag on the plane, I take my book bag, my duffel bag, and the little small bag just to have 3 free bags on the flight. So, so we gonna see, man. Shout out to Southwest, man, but y'all need to get it together. What we talking about today? We talking about Stephen A. and LeBron James. The back and forth that they've been having. LeBron pulled up on Stephen A. during the game, in the Laker game, and Stephen A. just, he stood there and just, listened for the most part. I would say, bro, Bronny is an NBA professional player. He has to be, sometimes when you become a professional, you're subject to get criticized. I would say I do understand where LeBron James is coming from with his family, you know what I'm saying, as a upcoming father. I would be the same way. I'm protecting my kid. But at the end of the day, LeBron, you have received more scrutiny than any player that I've seen since you was a kid, coming from 14 all the way to where you at now. But you did a great job, raising your kid and stuff. And I think Bronny is ready for the challenge. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching him in the G Leagues. He's been performing, averaging like 24, 25 a game now. And I think Stephen A., you can continue doing your job because that's what you get paid to do. And LeBron, you just got to understand that's that man's job. So what we talking about? We talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers, my team, you know what I'm saying? But hey, shout out to DK for making a great decision. Shout out to the Steelers, Mike Tomlin, for trading for DK. I am kind of trying to see who's going to be the number 1 between him and George Pickens. But I feel like they'll be able to come together and figure that out. But we still trying to figure out who the quarterback going to be for this season. We don't know. We just traded Justin Fields to the Jets. Russell, him and DK had a relationship together with the Seahawks. That the first couple years DK was in the league. So I still see that connection going. I feel like Mike Tomlin need to keep Russell. And shout out to Darius Slay as well for signing with the Steelers, because we on the way to the Super Bowl. Well, like my boy May say, Title Town on the move, man. Title Town, man. Hey, what we talking about here? We talking about Browns agreed to terms with Myles Garrett on a 4-year extension for $40 million per year average, including $123 million guaranteed. Listen here, man. The money talk. Myles Garrett, before, you know what I'm saying, he got the contract, he was talking to the Browns about leaving, talking about he want to win a championship. At the end of the day, rings do matter, but if you can get the bag, man, listen, you sleep better at night. I see so many former players ring on auction, so get your money, player, get your money. Don't allow them rings to dictate your career, because at the end of the day, they ain't gonna be able to save your family if times get hard. So but shout out to Myles Garrett, setting the standard for all defensive ends, man. He's one of the greatest. I think he's one of the fastest growing sack leaders, already at almost 200 sacks, had double-digit sacks every year since he's been in the league. Defensive Player of the Year, he deserves every dollar. I honestly do think a lot of quarterbacks in the league are overpaid, and some of that money could be funded elsewhere at other positions. So shout out to Myles Garrett for changing the landscape and paving the way for upcoming defensive players. Oh, we gotta talk about that Tank fight. Hold on. Tank versus Roach. What we talking about here? We talking about Tank versus Roach, man. The fight was declared a draw. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. Shout out to Roach. To me, I think he won that fight just by a little bit. Tank took the knee. They officially said that is not an illegal move. He could take a knee. So all knees are not penalized. Tank said that he had grease in his eyes, which was crazy because I done seen fighters fight with their eye socket hanging out. But that's a different conversation. Shout out to Tank, man. You were a hell of a fighter, but bro, you gotta give Roach the rematch. Give him a rematch. You know what I'm saying? If you can whoop him. And then I feel like your next fight after you fight him need to be Shakur Stevenson, just to shut everybody up. You know what I mean? Because now everybody smell blood in the water when it comes to you, my boy. Everybody was feared. Everybody was like, oh, Tank, pound for pound. But Roach, he made it seem like you got Tank in your armor, my boy. So my best thing for you, my boy, just, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and rematch Roach. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do. And then next fight after that, Shakur Stevenson. If David Haney, you know, he gonna fight Ryan Garcia later, then you go, them 3 fights right there, them need to be your top priority, just to shut the critics up from that grease in your eye, because now everybody thinking you're not that boy anymore, which you are, but that's what the street's saying. So the question of the day, what we talking about? The question is, shout out to 50 Cent for the question of the day. What is the age limit to wear a shiesty mask? Is it 20 years old, 30 years old, 42 years old, or 60 years old? He asked for a friend, but we all know who his friend is. His friend is Tony Yayo. Every time he be on Vlad TV, he have a Pooh shiesty mask on. So the question of the day is, what is the age where you need to start wearing a shiesty mask and being a YN? But yeah, I'm gonna say, man, I feel like, man, everybody been wearing the shiesties. I feel like it shouldn't really be no age on when you can wear it, because if it's cold, that's all season, you should be able to wear a shiesty. But if it's summertime and you got on a tank top with a shiesty, my boy, that's why I am. But you officially, you treaded on if it was a meter YN or civilian, you are on the line, my boy. So you need to take it off. You as an old person, you know what I'm saying? So don't be out here trying to be competing with the young bulls. You know what I'm saying? As a man, you gotta lead by example. You know what I'm saying? Show them you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna have your hair, you're gonna have the dreads, you're gonna have the waves. You know what I'm saying? Show the fellas, you know what I'm saying? We beautiful people, man. Show your face, man. I feel like ever since COVID, everybody been on this thing where they've been trying to hide their face, hide how they look, hide they self, man. You know what I'm saying? Take the mask off, let everybody see how beautiful we look, and let's start moving in the right direction, man.